outside in an AMG, right outside, TT, two-turn baby girl, you know me.
Hi guys, welcome to my channel. If you are new to this channel, then welcome. My name is Temi Tokwe, or you can call me Temi T, and welcome to the channel. So yeah, if you have seen, I feel like the title or the thumbnail, then you basically know that today's video is going to be about my trip to Birmingham. So funny story, what happened was I did vlog the trip. I think I vlogged the trip, but apparently I did not vlog like the introduction. So when I was editing the video and I'm like going through all the skips and I'm like, where is the introduction? So basically I'm shooting it now. This is like days after I've come back or something. So I'm just trying to shoot like the introduction now because I forgot to do it at the beginning, which is just funny and weird. But anyway, we are here now. So welcome to my channel. This video is basically going to be about my trip to Birmingham. Basically of the places I went to. I think I would also leave like how much I spent on every single thing that I did in terms of like the Airbnb, the activities and all of that. I spent like 4 days. One of the days was like my rest and relaxation day. I didn't go anywhere. But then the other days I had like one activity to do each. Yeah, so I try to vlog everything as much as possible, and then I'd also leave that and then the prices and basically like all of the details there for you guys to see. Now, funny story about this whole Birmingham trip. Ideally, I wasn't supposed to go to Birmingham. I feel like that after the end of your studies now, like when you're done with uni, the next thing is that you're going to plan to travel somewhere before you even start thinking of like, I don't know, probably like going to do anything else or like getting a job or whatever. You need that break to travel. And I was supposed to travel to Morocco, but like when I was processing the whole thing, apparently you can't travel if your visa, like your current visa status, does not have like up to 180 days or something. And I wanted to travel like at the end of my course completely, like when I saw my result, when I knew that everything was okay and I had like peace of mind. That was when I wanted to travel. But apparently you can't do that if like your return ticket is not up to like 180 days or so. I don't even know, but basically I wasn't able to go to Morocco summarily. So I'm like, okay, let me push it a bit further that I'll be able to like apply for my graduate visa. But apparently you cannot even apply for a graduate visa if like the school that you did your studies in hasn't told the home office that you're done. So what they will do is basically like report you basically, and then they would give you a CAS number. So you know how you get like a CAS number for your undergraduate. When you graduate as well, you're also going to get a CAS number from them. So it's that CAS number that you would use to apply for your graduate visa. And my school hadn't given me my CAS number yet. And time was going, like it was even getting towards the end or the expiry of my student visa, and I still hadn't received that CAS number. And apart from that, I also wanted to travel. So I'm like, what is happening? Like, let me have this CAS number. What is delaying everything? And they actually sent a couple of people, I think some weeks before. And then I was still waiting for my own because ideally I would have wanted to apply for the graduate visa at least 1 month before the end of my student visa expires, because I'm not trying to like be illegal or anything. I don't really like stress or wahala. So I reached out to the school. I sent them emails, like even my results. I don't know why my own case was like just confused, because even my results, one random person just forwarded it to me like, oh, I think they tried to send it to my email but it bounced back, and then she now just saw it like days after before she now forwarded the results to me. And I'm like, village people, what are you doing? But I got that one. She forwarded it to me, and then I was now trying to follow up with like everybody on what is happening with my CAS and with my graduate visa. And then I was getting posted, oh, we've seen you, you're on the list, you'll be done today, you'll be done this day, you'll be done on Friday. And then on Friday it wasn't done, so I reached out on Monday again. Then they finally did it that Monday, so I got my CAS. Then I tried to apply for my graduate visa. I think I applied for the visa on the 11th of September because I got my CAS on the 11th of September. And mind you, my student visa was expiring on the 6th of October, so it's like less than 1 month. And when I applied, they said that it can take about 8 weeks for you to get it back. But I spoke to some people and they were like, oh, they got their own like the next day, the next week. So I was even feeling happy and hopeful that, okay, to come now. Maybe when it comes, I'll still have time to plan my trip to Morocco and everything. It don't come the next day for me, or it don't come the next week. Like I was waiting, like what is happening? And then like towards the end now, when your visa is about to expire, the people that you're working for will be like, oh, your right to work is about to expire. You have to show us that you still have like right to work, da da da. So I was getting emails from like the jobs that I do that your right to work is expiring. What's up with you? Submit another right to work, da da da. And I'm just like, chill, like I'm working on it. It's just that home office. So I will tell them the day I applied on the 11th of September. Home office hasn't gotten back to me, da da da. The day that my student visa expired, because I promise you, this graduate visa did not come until days after my student visa expired. They still reach out to me that what is up? Your student visa is expiring today. You need to da 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 da. I had to call. I had to call like the home office and say, hi, what's up? This is what's happening to me. I haven't received my visa, all of that. So when I called them, they now just said that, oh no, it's fine, that just tell your employers that you have applied, give them the reference number. There's a way that they can check. So when they check and they see that you actually applied on time, then that's fine. You can keep working with them pending when your visa comes out. So I just took that information and then I told the employers, which I think they probably already knew. So I just sent them like my application reference and they were happy with it. So there was a period that I was in limbo, like I didn't have my student visa had expired and I didn't have my graduate visa. I was a couple of days, to be fair. I don't know why it delayed, but it later came out and I thank God for that. So anyways, how did I even get to this whole visa gist? Anyway, so yeah, I basically said that okay, I definitely want to go somewhere at least, like take a break and then just go somewhere before I go back into like the madness of it all. So that was when I settled on Birmingham, because it would have been London, but I'm not even gonna lie, London was like proper expensive. Like the accommodation alone was proper expensive, and then like transportation and all of that jazz. So I feel like Birmingham, and I live in Manchester already, so Birmingham was like the next best thing for me to go to. So yeah, I spent 4 days there. I had one activity for each day and then I had one rest day. It wasn't too bad. It was something that like I could plan like really last minute and then just like have everything be done like quickly. So yeah, it wasn't too bad. I would say Birmingham is actually quite similar to Manchester at the end of the day in terms of like what they have there. I would obviously always pick Manchester over Birmingham just because Manchester just seems a bit nicer and cleaner. Birmingham seems a bit more shaggy. I don't know, maybe it's just where I stayed, but where I stayed was quite close to like the city center, Birmingham city center. So except maybe there are nicer places that are not the city center, I'm not quite sure, but it's just a bit like and then even like the people, they are just a bit they're just like a bit I don't know how to. They're just a bit. It's like they're like London. Like how everybody's just like and then busy and then just like they are not as nice and calm. I'm not even gonna lie. Just because Manchester does seem a bit nicer. Again, the public transportation in Manchester for me is much nicer than most other places that I've been to in the UK. I'm not even gonna lie, like I prefer their public transportation system. It's probably where I'm staying because I'm staying quite close to like the buses and the trams, but yeah, it's just much nicer for me. Even like the environment as well, like Birmingham is just there, but Manchester is just like much nicer. It's like really clean, and it's not really clean to be fair, because Manchester is not so clean, but I don't even know how to explain it. I just know that Manchester is nicer. But yeah, anywho, the vlog is, so I vlogged everything and then that's what's going to be the rest part of the video. This is just like the introduction. So again, if you haven't already, then please subscribe to my channel, like the video if you do enjoy it, and then leave a comment if you have. Yeah, so let's get into the video, guys. Bye. So this is my current room situation. Obviously I have this order that I got from Amazon. I'm going to show you guys like what I ordered. It's just like a two-piece and a jumpsuit, but I would have to return the jumpsuits because it doesn't fit basically. And then my wig that I have to like basically sort out. This is my box here. This is the box that I traveled with, honestly, and the box is still good, so I still use it. And then I have like towels and a couple of jackets and things here, so I just have to sort out this entire space this night. And then I also want to like clean like the entire house as well, just so that when I'm back, it's not going to be like, do you get like dirty or anything. I can just like come back and I know that I have everywhere clean and tidy. So I just have to get all of that done tonight. It's currently 15 minutes to 1. Ideally, I should be done by like 3 o'clock. Fingers crossed. Let's see how it goes.
I had a dream. I got everything I wanted. Not what you think. And if I'm being honest, it might have been a nightmare to anyone who might care. Thought I could fly, so I stepped off the golden. Nobody cried. Nobody even noticed. I saw them standing right there. Kinda thought they might care. I had a dream. I got everything I wanted. But when I wake up, I see you with me. And you say, as long as I'm here, no one can hurt you. Don't wanna lie here, but you can learn to. If I could change the way that you see yourself, you wouldn't wonder why they don't deserve you. I tried to scream, but my head was underwater. They called me weak, like I'm not just somebody's daughter. Could have been a nightmare, but it felt like they were right there. And it feels like yesterday was a year ago, but I don't wanna let anybody know. Cause everybody wants something from me now, and I don't wanna let them down.
So I saw this call hack on TikTok and I actually got it off Shein a couple of days ago to try and see if it will curl my hair. And I think at this point I was confused as to how I'm supposed to wrap the hair around the rod. TikTok is actually slowly becoming the new Google for me, because honestly, that platform keeps coming with hacks and tricks and everything. But basically, yeah, because I didn't want to use anything like any form of heat to curl the hair, just so that it doesn't like affect the quality of the wig or anything, because I can't remember where I got it from, but I know that was the first time I was using this vendor, so I wasn't quite confident in the quality of their hair. But actually it's not too bad, but I just don't want to take risk with too much heat on the hair. So you wrap it around the rod and then put scrunchie at the end to hold it in place, and then basically just leave it overnight, and then by the next morning ideally your hair should be curled. So yeah, so this was me done with all the chores I had to do and everything for the night. I was so happy, so I did this little dance before I went to bed. This is just basically to give you guys an idea of what the curls looked like the next morning. It actually did curl the hair. Sorry? Yeah, which was really good. Yeah, so I was actually quite happy with the curls at the end. Do this stuff. I'll help you check now. I'm coming. I'm not saying it in a while, Shah, but I'll help you check now. So on our way to the train station, apparently there was like a meeting with people in politics that was happening in Manchester, and then a couple of the Manchester people decided that they're going to protest in terms of like whatever it was they were discussing and all the policies. They were quite not happy with it. I'm not quite sure on the political details, but I know that there was a protest, so there was heavy security on ground and then even in the trams as well. But yeah, it was all good. So, anyways, I got on the train and welcome to Birmingham. Doo-doo-doo. So apparently, the bull is quite an iconic animal in Birmingham. I think it dates back to the 16th century, Peaky Blinder stuff. Anywho, so because I actually even saw a Barbie bull, I'll link it here, and then it was actually quite just cute to see. But they really love their bulls in Birmingham, basically. And this bull looks so pissed off, not even gonna lie. Like, see how it's side eyeing everybody? Like, really? Anywho, after we left where the bull was, we went down to one of the restaurants to get food because man, I was proper hungry. So it was a Vietnamese restaurant and this was my first time trying Vietnamese food. I asked the waiter what she would recommend and she recommended this chili curry for me. At first I was like, but it actually did taste really nice and I was happy that I tried it because I finished the entire meal. So once that was done, it was to basically make our way to the Airbnb that was next. Where we were, basically cars could not come there, so we had to go walk towards the road where the cars could come, and then take an Uber to the Airbnb. And these are the sites basically on the way. Hi guys, I'm back. So let's get into the apartments before I show you guys like the tour and everything. The apartment was like it was like 190 pounds per night for the apartments. I actually got on booking.com. Sorry, I thought I got on Airbnb before, but I got on booking.com. And I think it was priced that way just because apparently there's like a jacuzzi downstairs in the apartment and then it's like in front of the TV. Sorry, a hot tub, and then it's like okay, it's like really hot and whatever, which is nice. So the pros of that apartment is firstly, yeah, the hot tub being like in the living room with the TV there makes sense. Like it makes for an ideal, evening rest reset setting. So that makes sense. Secondly, the apartment is also quite close to like the city center, like I mentioned, so it's not that far off. So it's quite good. So the location was not too bad. Those are the two pros. Then for the cons, the people that manage the property, they have like so many rules in terms of like what you can and you cannot do, and basically how you can and cannot use the property. And I'm not even saying this because I'm like the kind of person that would come and trash somebody else's space. Like that's not even me at all. But the rules were just like a bit much. Like there was like a camera in front of the door, and then no one else was allowed apart from the people that are registered to like book. So you couldn't even like someone could not come and like visit you according to the person's rules. You also had to pay a caution fee that before like the person was moving wild before he could refund it. Honestly, I was calling and then texting and everything before the guy refunded the fee. Like I even had to report it at the point. So it was honestly really annoying, like the way I'm like, okay, you have a hot tub in the living room. That doesn't, it's not like Burj Khalifa, it's not the Four Seasons. That doesn't give you the right to be doing whatever. The hot tub itself wasn't 100% clean. It may just be, probably that's not how it always is. I don't know, maybe the last people that checks out before, so it may not be the fault of like the people or whatever, but it wasn't like so clean. But there weren't like clean towels as well. I was quite convinced that the bed sheets were not also changed. It's just that I'm not even joking. And then like the towels were not clean, like toiletries were not like provided. It probably because like it was the guy that like owned it, and then maybe he just did not focus on a couple of teeny tiny details. And also, this is my first time booking an accommodation with booking.com. I know that with Airbnb their cleaning standards are like really there, but with this one it was just done like shabbily. It was just done anyhow. It wasn't done to detail. It was just like, oh, we have this hot tub, so you're gonna book with us, and then when you book whatever it is you see, like it wasn't just those little tiny things to detail that would make that place like even much better. Like it wasn't there. And what really annoyed me about the whole thing was he said, okay, he's going to refund the caution fee 72 hours later, but then you're calling and you're texting, and man's is not even, either he's driving or he's just coming from da da da. There's just always one reason or the other. It took like a week plus before he finally refunded it. I just think that's crazy. That's annoying. The property itself wasn't that clean. There were no toiletries and towels and things like that. So honestly, it's nice in terms of probably like if you want to just stay there for one night, just hop into the hot tub and then go. But if you're trying to book like stay there for like a week and whatnot, then I would suggest probably like stay in a hotel for your days, and then the very last day just go there just so you can enjoy that hot tub and movie experience, because that part is actually nice. I'm not even gonna lie. But the apartment itself, and then oh my god, how would I even forget, Netflix only works downstairs, so all the other TVs are useless. Like you see TVs in like there's a living room area, you see a TV there, you see TVs in the room as well, the bedroom. The TV in the bedroom doesn't work. Like it works, sorry, but there's nothing there, so you have to maybe sign into your own Netflix account to watch TV in that bedroom or whatever. But there's no streaming platforms on the TV in those rooms. Now I was really upset with that apartment because it was £190 or so, almost £200, because I even got it discounted because of one reason or the other. But so I did it £200, and then there's no TV in my room. Like make it make sense now. It doesn't honestly actually make any sense. So I mean, yeah, the concept is nice, but you see like the actual execution and guest experience, nah, it's not even there. But it's a fine place, I guess. Like the pictures would make you think it's but it's not. Yeah, it's not really that. I'm not even gonna lie. Like I didn't enjoy like the hospitality with that. Going forward I will just stick to Airbnb because I know that they expect their hosts to ensure the place is like squeaky clean, but that place wasn't clean, and there were no TV in the rooms. Even like one of the chairs were almost spoiled. That's why I even ensure I made the video, because I feel like the host will now be like, oh, you spoiled this, or you did this, when that's how it was already. So I did my tour video. I took evidence of everything. I'm not even trying to hear that my caution fee has gone to wherever. But yeah, but it wasn't too bad. I enjoyed the hot tub, and then the location was nice as well. So yeah, after all of my yappering, here is the tour of the apartment. So for the first night, we went to Otherworld. Otherworld is basically like VR, meta, that whole levels of like being in some kind of verse. So that's what it was. Like Otherworld, I feel like yeah, that's where they actually got the name from. So like you're in another world, but you're basically like playing games. So you book like different sessions. So because of the time, and then the prices vary depending on the day you're coming. Obviously, I feel like weekends would be more expensive, and then the time as well. So I think we went on Tuesday around 7, and that was £21 per person. Yeah, so that's just it. There were no like any other fees. £21 for a 55-minute session, which wasn't too bad. You pick the game that you want to play, and then you'd be there. I did like the zombie apocalypse one where you're like shooting and killing zombies, and I actually did have fun. Like the setting was nice. It was really nice. You have to download the app and then create an account with them, just so that as you're killing zombies and interacting with the virtual environment, then you're getting points, so you can use those points to get drinks at the end of the day. I thought it's something like, oh, if you have like 1,000 points, 2,000 points, you can get like, it'll be equal to like £2, but no, 2,000 points is like 20p, so you have to rack up your points. That means you have to keep coming. I did it. That's like your own marketing thing, but anybody got time to keep coming. And if it was in Manchester, probably, because it's only in London and Birmingham, I feel like if they come to Manchester, it's somewhere I would go to again. It's somewhere that you can't just go to with like friends. It's really nice. It's not too pricey as well. So it was not a bad experience. I'm not even going. It was really nice, especially after like the whole issue and saga I had with like my accommodation. So that was like a really good experience for me. Yeah. On the way, there were this group of people praying, which reminded me a bit about an apartment I had back in Niger.
Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar.
So after Otherworld, obviously we got like food and then just went back to the apartment. I think we got like Wingstop, just like wings, yeah, fries, and then fries with cheese and chicken. So it's not, wasn't to anything. Yeah, and then went to the apartment. So the next day was go-karting. And this was my first time go-karting. Like I have go-karted in Lagos that year now when it was open once. It was a long time ago, like when I was younger now. But this experience was like much more intense. Like honestly, they didn't even say, oh, do you know how to drive or whatever. What they did was they'll show you there was a briefing session, obviously safety and things like that. You wear like your helmets and all of that. They gave us like an overall to wear, so you wear all of that. And then you just go straight in. They don't even want to know, oh, do you know how to drive or whatever. But I feel like you probably, and it's not that difficult, to be fair. But initially, like controlling the steering, because the steering was like really stiff, like it wasn't as easy, and then you are like on the floor, so the slightest, like you are moving fast. So at first I was like really quite scared, but as I was driving, everybody was not overtaking me. I was not looking like, though, what, those your grandmas that don't know how to drive fast. So I now started like trying to drive fast, and then like drift and everything. So it was really action packed, because the people that were there, they don't even stand to overtake you and just move. And if everybody is overtaking you, it's embarrassing now. So yeah, I had to like pump the accelerator and move, and I was moving like Vin Diesel trying to save his family and things, like just moving and drifting. So it was actually really fun. Like it was really fun. And then they now have like a leaderboard to show like, okay, who was the fastest and all of that. I think before I came 8th, and then I was like, nah, I want to try and be like fifth or something. And after the second one, I actually came like ninth again. I don't even know. I thought I moved faster, but I feel like everybody, when they saw the leaderboard, they now also wanted to move faster as well. But no, it was so much fun. It was so thrilling and exciting, and I'm not even gonna lie. And apparently it's in Manchester too, so that's good. I'm going to go there as well. It was £25 for students, so it was basically £25 for students. I think that's the only thing you have to pay for, but you have to wear like a balaclava to cover your entire head before you put on the helmet, just so that, you know, because the helmet is shared now, you know, health and safety, things moving from one person's head to the other via the helmets and all of that. So you have to like wear that balaclava, and gloves as well. You can use the gloves that previous people have used, or you can get your own gloves, so depending on, you know, what your preference is. But those are like separate, like it's excluded from the tickets. With them, you also have to download an app as well. I don't know why everybody was trying to make us download apps in this Birmingham side, honestly, but that's just what it was. So you have to download the app. But in terms of the whole thing, it was quite exciting because they had like the ramp that you go up, and then when you go down, you're not like really speeding, and there's a turn, so you have to drift. I had fun. I'm not even gonna lie. So £25, not too pricey, I think, as well. Yeah, so it made sense. So here are just like clips. I just tried to do a couple of clips because obviously I can't be filming while I'm driving, you get. So yeah, I wasn't able to bowl. There are some clips for you guys, so just see it in the next clip. So funny story. We actually first took the bus, but apparently in Birmingham, buses that have the same number don't necessarily go to the same place. So we went to where we were going to at a point, and then we started going to where I did not know. So I had to come down and then take an Uber after. It was really crazy. But I got there eventually. I was a bit late, so I had to go for the later session. Okay, and just like this. Okay, we're supposed to get.
So don't hold back experience before you head out on track. You can finish racing at any time if you wish. Just make your way back to the pit.
Don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel. Yeah, so and then obviously after we went to get food again as well. I think it was just like burgers, so it wasn't anything too, you know, interesting. So for the last day, we went to Bear Grylls Adventure. That one was also fun. I'm not like that. That was not actually fun. And again, I think it's actually only in Birmingham in the UK. I don't think it's anywhere else, like anywhere else in the UK. But it was so much fun. But the thing with them is like they won't also allow you to like record. If you want to do that, then you have to pay them. You have to pay for like photos and videos. You're not allowed to bring your own phones or cameras and things like that to record. I think that's like, you know, some form of business development for them to get people to pay some extra money for whatever reasons. But which is, I mean, it's fair to them. That's all good. But it was actually fun as well. There are so many activities that you can do. There are so many. There's zip lining wasn't available. Apparently it's only available like on weekends, and I didn't go on the weekday. I didn't go on the weekend. I actually went on the weekday because I know that for these activities they would probably be more expensive on weekends, and since I'm not like a 9 to 5 or anything, I can afford to still go out. I have the time to still go out like on weekdays. Then I just chose to make my trip on a weekday, just so that I have like some form of discounted price for most things you get. Yeah, so the zipline wasn't available because I would have done that one. But they had this high ropes thing, and it's like a scaffold, but probably like more sturdy, and they are like ropes as well. So you have to, and then you are attached to obviously like the top with like a belt thingy. It's quite difficult to describe. I know you probably won't get it because of like how I'm describing it, but you wear like this. If you do the rock climbing, it's something you'll be able to like understand or whatnot, but you wear this like harness thing, and then there's a rope as well that you're attached to like the top. So no matter what, even if you like slip and fall, you are still going to be like held by that rope, so which is not bad. And then you have to like walk on the ropes, and there are just different things that you climb. So, and then there are different stages. So if you are quite afraid of heights, probably not, but if not, then it's actually quite fun. So I did high ropes, then I did axe throwing. I think I did archery as well. So archery, you're basically throwing axes to, you know, the board. Archery, because I haven't like arched before, so it was like my first time. So like the instructor was, I feel like she knew that it was the first time for most of us, so she told us like how to, gave us the targets and all of that, told us how to actually use the bow and the arrow to get your targets. I never got the targets, unfortunately. I feel like if I had more time, because the session was just 30 minutes, honestly, it was just 30 minutes, but if I had more time, I'll probably have nailed at least the target once. But to be fair, as far as I'm quite content, because I didn't have arrows that were flying on the floor or flying into the heavens. My arrows were hitting the, you know, the circle. It just wasn't hitting like that bullseye, the one in the middle. So I don't even mind. I feel like I did well, and if I had more time, I would have actually done like much better, because that was my first session and it was just like 30 minutes. So yeah, but overall everything was fun. They have like snorkeling, they have so many things, I'm not even joking. So depending on the one you want to go for, but it's from like 15 pounds to 30. No, it actually goes as high as, because if you want to like, is it snorkel, that one is like more expensive. But I'm not even trying to be inside or beside the water, I'm not even gonna lie, so that one is not. But again, depending on what you want to do, they have like different prices for it. Yeah, so it was actually really fun. Like if I'm ever in Birmingham, I'm definitely going there again to try other activities, because I didn't try all that, I just did like 4 or 3 activities. So I'll definitely go there and try more activities again. You won't be able to see so many clips again, because like I said, you can't use your phones because it's not allowed. You have to use their own video and photo, and then they'll send it to you, and there's a separate price for all of that. But I wasn't even trying to get that done, I just did whatever I could. So I put it together for you guys in this next clip. Enjoy. This is what the high ropes looks like on the outside. This is the best shot I could get. So we took a train back, and on the way from the train station, just coming out, we saw this group of guys yelling at the top of their voice. I think they are football fans about to go for a game or something. It was weird. yeah, guys, so that is it. That's like the summary of everything that I did. The last day was just like my rest and reset day. I was just at home. I tried to order like Nigerian food because all the other days I've been eating like chickens and burgers. So the last day I just ordered like Nigerian food and just ate that and then watched TV and just rested. And I was, because my visa hadn't come out then, so I was still panicking about my visa because, you know, I think the student visa was expiring the next day. So I was still like, it was still heavy on my mind and I was still quite panicking about it. But I tried my best to like enjoy the experience. It wasn't too bad. Like, it's not Morocco, but you know, it's still okay. Yeah. I feel like. So yeah, this is the end of the video, guys. If you have stayed to the end, then you're the real OG. If you have stayed to the end, you might as well just like the video. And then if you've liked the video, you might as well just leave a comment. And if you're not subscribed, you might as well just subscribe. So thank you so much for staying to the end of the video. I hope you enjoyed it. Leave any comments. I'd love to hear from you guys. I'd love to chat to you guys. Leave comments in the comment section below. Yeah, so this is basically it. Till you see me again, till I release another video, take care of yourselves and enjoy the rest of your day.